I'm so motherfucking New York with it, man. Uptown, it's the Goomba.
Peace. What's good, YouTube? Phil Facts, the sports snob here. In the building, here to represent. I was supposed to go live today. I apologize, fam. I didn't follow directions very well, so I played myself. Gotta wait till Sunday. It is what it is. I'm not gonna beat myself up. Please don't beat me up. Let's talk about some boxing. Before I do, I gotta give a shout out to a lot of people because I've been sitting back watching all these dudes' videos from the LDBC. I'm not sure if everybody hears that I'm saying this with the LDBC, but I just want to give props. You got Fanon's International Boxing, Blue Blood Sports, Champs Eye, Dante's Boxing, 7A Sports, who I believe is the general of the LDBC, BFTB Boxing, fam is official thorough. That's the assassin right there. You got Boxing Ego what? Egonomics? What you call yourself? Egonomics? Something like that? Yeah, I fucks with you. Cool. You a Cali cat. I fuck with him, y'all. Word up. We gotta get up. See, I don't know if he smoke, but he drink. I seen him drinking. Um. Oh yeah, my man Drew Titan. He from the Boogie too, I believe. Nothing but love, fam. I be seeing how you been holding it down for a long time. So, if I forgot anybody, Aki is another cat. I be watching him. He a funny dude, yo. Aki, yo, I fucks with you, yo. I fucks with you. So, yo, those are like all the boxing shows that you can't go wrong between. If you watch those, like I do, you good. You don't even need to watch my shit, straight up and down. So I'm not trying to piggyback off nobody. It's just that I love the sport too, and I guess that's what inspired all of those people to do what they doing, and I'm inspired by them. And so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep it 100. Anybody that really know me and you've been dealing with me for a long time, you know that this is not the first time I've been doing sports or sports videos or even putting anything up on YouTube. And I'm not talking about last year with the sports snob. The sports snob situation is new. Um, Before I used to work with my uncle, and he had a basketball channel he used to do on public access television back in like 2013, and that's how I got into coaching. Um, Running around with him, shooting footage and shit of street games and record games and all of that. But anyway, that being said, I'm not new to this, but I am true to this, so I got to give everybody a shout out because these dudes work hard and they be making shit happen. They making waves. That's another reason why I want to talk about boxing because I want to express my gratitude, acknowledge and give props to these dudes that yo, they front runners and they pioneering something new. All these guys on these channels and part of that network, the LDBC, they doing a thing with they making boxing have a real solid voice here in America and in our community. You know, because we love boxing and we are the main fighters. We are the best fighters. So it's really good to see all of these guys come together. You know, everybody got difference of opinions. Everybody like different fighters. All of these things, but at the end of the day, is one large community that's representing and bringing to the people the information you need to know if you're a fan of the sport. And they give you exclusive information that you wouldn't be privy to if they wasn't doing what they doing. And that's why I got to give them their props. And that's what's pioneering about right now. They just help, like coordinate and they just help coordinate a fight between Gary Russell Jr. and Devin Haney. Now that's big because this is all being done on the internet. This is that's and not by a big promotional company or none of that. It's just by dudes who love the sport, put their work in, put videos out every day, do what they got to do so they could be informed and put themselves in a position to be able to, I don't want to say they didn't broker the deal. That was but they provided the platform. Their platform was part of a new beginning for how things can get done, where we as the fans can be exposed to some of the nonsense that some of the promoters and it gives us more power as fans, man. Basically, they just help put the power into the people's hands so we have a voice in the fights we want to see. I know I'm tired of seeing garbage fights. Everybody in this network here, they not having it. They all keep it 100 about the fights, the qualities of fight, the qualities of fighters, everything. They hold it down. So this is a very big thing, and I just want to tell y'all, I'm grateful, fellas. I'm grateful. Shout out once again to all of y'all. Like I said, if I forgot somebody that's doing their thing, no disrespect. I don't know every single channel. I don't really know everything about the LDBC. I'm interested, and I'll get informed as time goes by. But I did have to give y'all props because, y'all give me a lot of information, and so it helps me base my opinion because my show is based on my opinion, like most of you guys. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's based on facts as well, but my opinion on the facts that we are aware of. So when I gather up information, not only do I look at the sport news and boxing news and go on the internet and do all of that, which is still once again getting work on information from other people's work. So, but in those writers, I don't give them credit the way I will these dudes, the videos, which I apologize. I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just that it's such a vast array of sources of information that I try to reach out and get what I can so I can start to contribute to this community at some point or another and at least contribute to YouTube, the YouTube community, and give quality videos and give valid, decent information and a new forum for people to express how they feel about the sports that they love. Now, I want to get into tomorrow's fight, man, with Erickson Lubin, and I'm sorry I'm saying fam's name wrong. Terrell Gausha. I don't know how to say his name, but I know how to type it and look up his highlights. Hey, yo. It's about time, man, that we starting to get a good fight here and there. It's about time. This fight, I think, is going to be pretty good, man. I don't know. I'm not sure how to call this one. This is one of those, I'm going to just wait back and enjoy the show. I think these boys is going to give us a show. I think they was on the Boxing Voice. Shout out to the Boxing Voice. I don't know if that's the right joint. It's a joint with this the Spanish kid and a couple of others, it's like two Spanish kids, and it's like they be in a little 4-box forum and shit, and they be talking. They got the little boxing shit in the background. Shit is they show fire too. They be about their business. They be getting nice interviews and shit like that on a regular. So, I was watching their show with the interview with Erickson Lubin, and they was talking hot shit. It's gonna be some shit tomorrow in that fight, boy. Erickson Lubin was talking a lot of shit to Terrell, kid. Pardon me, Terrell. I don't want to say a last name wrong and be slaughtering your shit. You come looking for me and shit. But Terrell, he was quiet, fam. He one of them quiet, dangerous niggas. I could see that. He one of them niggas. He don't talk a lot. He talk with his hands. I know Erickson Lubin could fight. Don't get it twisted. That's why this fight, for me, I gotta fall back because they both could fight, bro. That's all I can say. So if you're a fan of boxing, tomorrow you get a little treat. You get to see something until we know what's gonna happen. Because that leads to the next topic, man. The zone. The zone, it is broke. Yeah, man. Word. I think the zone is broke. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because on Fanan's show today, and who else show was it? It was Fanan's show. I forgot who else your show, man. Pardon me, my bad, family. But y'all gotta type in these names here, and when you type in these names, you gonna see what I'm talking about. But they was talking about the zone. The Devin Haney and Gary Russell fight is still not finalized because the zone, remember they the ones that put the thumbs up when they was negotiating on Fanon's show, talking about they was gonna pick up the fight, but they didn't pick up the fight yet, or it seems like in the contract there's a problem. Well, with the offer sheet, there's a problem with their name not being where it needs to be, so that they could be fiscally responsible for the event and where the event will be taking place. And so Gary Russell fell back, and that's why the fight hasn't been officially announced yet, because the paperwork hasn't been done. It's still in the process. So Al Heyman is trying to step in from what they were saying on Fanon's show and on, damn man, I can't remember the other dude's show, man. Pardon me, fam. Once again, I really want to give you your credit, but you see I smoke. So anyway, yo, so they was on the show talking, because I know that after Batman, Gary Russell's brother, who been negotiating this whole shit on Gary Russell's side, once he went and finished talking to Fanon, he had talked to Bill Haney. Bill Haney, he kind of, I don't want to say he pulled Bill Haney's card, but he read between the lines of what Bill Haney's saying, because Bill Haney trying to get paid. We already discussed that in the last boxing video that he got a little promotional thing going on, him and his son, and they trying to get their money. So he tried to make the deal happen a certain kind of way from what it seemed like to everybody else on the outside looking in, especially Batman's. And Batman ain't having it. Gary Russell, the Russells, them niggas ain't no joke. Batman wasn't having it. He got on the next show, and he told everybody how he really felt from the conversation he had on the previous show he was on Fanon's joint, and he just let it be known that he think that they stunned because the zone ain't got no money. So it's not that Gary is ducking or Devin is ducking, but now this Canelo situation where he's suing the zone for all that money, that's fucking up their fights, because from my understanding, and when I just looked, they pulled all their fights right now. There's no schedule. They don't have a schedule. Like Premier Boxing doesn't have a schedule up yet for after a certain date. You understand what I'm saying? There's not date, and usually in boxing we get dates. If you go to the websites, you'll see what I'm saying. Like they usually have the dates set up ahead of time to let you know the fights that they already got set up, so that way we could look forward to it and invest our conscience, consciously invest into it, so that we know we put that date down. Like, all right, next Saturday these dudes is fighting, whatever. But they not doing that. That means that they not functioning properly, and that means that they not having any events clearly. So if they not having any events, they don't have money to pay the fighters. And if they gonna be sued by Triple G, which is another thing that, once again, watching the shows on YouTube, because you're not gonna get this information from the regular news. They don't care about boxing the way we do. They never really did. So that's why I said the LDBC, Fanon's International, Blue Blood, Champ Side, Dante's Boxing, 7A Sports, BFTB, all of these people, you got to be grateful if you're a boxing fan, because we getting a whole nother insight that we wasn't getting before. And this ain't no dick riding. I'm just not a capper, right? That's how the young niggas say it. I don't be capping. My name is Phil Fax, and I'm going to tell the truth. So the LDBC is making waves when it comes to sports, boxing, and media. And that's some shit. They call themselves the new media, and this shit is real, and it's happening, fam. It's really happening. And you got to, got to give praises and respect, and, give credit where credit is due. So like I was saying, man, that's going on as far as with the Devin Haney, the zone, Canelo trying to rape these niggas, and like I said, him and Triple G might step up next. And we know if Triple G sued them too, they're gonna be broke. That's it. The zone, no more zone. They stupid. I'm gonna tell you why. Because this is what they get for bullshitting and not giving us good fights. And on that, I'm gonna drink some coffee. Shout out to Cafe Bustelo. You know what I mean? Yo, deadass. This is why we could have seen so many fights, especially with Canelo Alvarez. I just was talking about how Canelo Alvarez and Crawford cherry picking. We was just talking about that. And now look. So I don't feel sorry for the Zone. Now Canelo probably gonna come fight for he didn't come play for. He probably gonna come and fight for Al Heyman, do his own thing. That's good for him. Good luck. I'm sorry, no disrespect to my man Gervonta Davis. I fucks with you. I fuck with you, Gervonta. Dead ass. I fuck with you. But you fighting Leo Santa Cruz, and we already know that's the Duck Master. You just the first one to catch up with him. He hoping you don't make weight, and that's what that whole story about is with your fight. If you make weight, we already know you're gonna knock him the fuck out. So, it don't even make no sense to talk about that. Just make weight, fam. Stop playing and make weight. Come smoke with me. Come smoke with me. I'll keep your ass. I'll feed you though, but you gonna eat once a day, nigga. Word up, yo. I know I talked about Deontay Wilder situation before, so that way the next time I spoke to you about boxing, I could talk to you about the other big fight, which is the Lennox Lewis. Wow. That'd be kind of dope if Lennox Lewis came back too, right? Because Mike Tyson and Roy Jones is fighting, and I ain't talk about that in my last video. A lot of that has to do because keep it 100, that's not like mainstream to me. That's like extra. That's like sprinkles. Ain't no belt, ain't nothing really. It's a sanctioned official fight, but it's not no like I said, it's not a mainstream regular fight. It's mainstream entertainment. You know what I mean? So that being said, it gets its own little. It's boxing, but that shit is like a movie dropping, like some premiere shit. But anyway, I'm gonna keep it 100. I love Roy Jones. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You can put your comments. You can do whatever you want. For me, Roy Jones is my GOAT. And I grew up with Muhammad Ali. I love Muhammad Ali. Him and Bruce Lee, you couldn't tell me shit about them when I was a child. But as I grew up, I love Sugar Ray Leonard. Like I said, I grew up, I've witnessed a lot. I'm 46. Mike Tyson's era. I remember how everybody used to run outside. You could watch a Mike Tyson fight out in the street, be 40, 50 niggas outside somebody's window on the first floor watching Mike Tyson fights. Straight up and down on several blocks all throughout the city. But anyway, the only other person I ever seen that happen with, I seen Sugar Ray that happened a little something like that. But mostly Mike Tyson, I seen that happen with on more than one occasion. Like that shit was like part of when he fought. If you couldn't make it to your crib, you pull over somewhere. I've been in a situation, niggas pull over somewhere on a block and they niggas is watching the fight outside the motherfucking apartment window. That's why I love New York. Anyway, that's why I'm a snob. So, Roy Jones is the only other fight I ever seen that when he was fighting, it was like that. You wanted to see Roy put it on cats because Roy was amazing. You didn't know how Roy was going. If the dude could fight and was a knockout artist, Roy would outbox him. If the dude was a boxer, Roy would knock him out. Yo, Roy was, well, man, that was my dude. I'm sorry. Then for him to go from being a natural middleweight to achieving the great accomplishment of becoming the heavyweight champion of the world, regardless of how much stake some people don't put into it and some people do. For me, you cannot deny that John Ruiz was a real heavyweight and he was a decent champion. All right, maybe not. He was the heavyweight champion at the time. He fought Evander Holyfield. He fought Evander. And he was still alive to fight Roy Jones and had a belt after that. So if he was fool for Roy, he was fool for Roy. The problem was that clearly Roy didn't have a market after that because this fight that's happening right now, they didn't want that to happen back then. And I felt like Roy Jones should have got a shot at Mike back then because Mike Tyson was more washed up back then than Roy Jones. Roy Jones hadn't been knocked out yet. Mike Tyson had already been knocked out a couple of times. So that changes the narrative and it changes the dynamics of the fight as we fast forward to the present time. And I'm worried as a motherfucker for Roy Jones right now. I said it. I'm scared to death. I'm ready to get the burner and all that and just tell Roy, nah, chill, get behind me, fuck that nigga. Like, for real. Like, he one of my sons. Like, for real. Like, Mike Tyson gonna knock him the fuck out. That being said, I gotta give a shout out to what was her name? Lucille Brykus, man. I apologize if I said her name wrong. But she lost to that girl, Jessica McCaskill. Yeah, I remember Shorty because Shorty brought it to her. That was a good fight. But McCaskill clearly wanted it more. If you watch the fight, you'll see she was the aggressor. I'm not gonna say that she didn't get touched too. I thought it was a good fight. If they would have called it a draw, McCaskill would have had a little bit of beef, but it could have been called a draw and it would have been okay. But you know, they called it right. McCaskill's the champ. That's what it is. Now, Clarissa Shields, I guess now she gets to claim her spot as the GOAT. Nobody can say shit about that. I mean, except for one person. Layla, where you at, bull? Yo, what y'all think? That shit is like Roy Jones and Mike Tyson. You want to see Clarissa Shields and Layla Ali fight? Let me know. That's the comments. That's how I'm ending this one right here in the boxing. Yo, should Layla Ali and Clarissa Shields fight and get this shit over with? All this cat bagging, talking shit back and forth. Fuck that. Wrap your shit up. Throw your Vaseline on. Slide your hands in them gloves and let's go, bitch. What's up? What y'all think? Let me know. And on that note, I'm out of here. And you know why? Because I got it like that. Peace, YouTube.